Welcome back, everyone, to Event Icons, and we are joined by Angeles Moreno. And we were talking about whether we should do this whole interview in Spanish, but I think that she's going to like bulldoze me and get me way further. She is actually the head of strategic development at MPI of all of Europe.
All of Europe.
Like the entire, all the multiple countries and everything like that. So, and you're very, very busy.
I'm very busy. Yeah, I'm very happy. I'm very excited for everything we're bringing back to Europe.
Absolutely.
And how we are building the value proposition.
I love it. I love it. And one of the things that you kind of talked about is that you guys are kind of looking at how can we grow all of these chapters that you guys have over here. So I wanted to talk a lot about that because I'm very active in a couple of associations, and I think that I've been a president and all these things like that. And I think you always hear about these things called like member value. And you were talking a little bit before we were on camera saying, we're not just focusing on trying to get, Europe to the American numbers of how many members you have, but instead focusing on member value. So I want to know, what do you think the future for MPI Europe looks like when it comes to member value?
I think we should be the house of growing, of developing, of getting this innovation and this inspiration that you need to growth. I think we need to bring also entrepreneurial spirit for the people to connect, to enjoy, to build great businesses adapted to the new needs of our customers. And I think this should be our goal right now. The meetings and events industry is changing enormously. It will change even more with new generations, and we need to be ready. So the way we have been doing things so far is not putting us in the map of economic industries in the world. And we need to change things. We need to think more strategic, be less logistics, be more orientated in long-term relationships, long-term value, in legacies, in all these concepts that have not been implemented so far. And I think MPI is taking the lead of that in Europe. And I'm very honored to be the person implementing that concepts in our association.
Tell me a little bit about, I take a little bit of a meta conversation back on it. What advice do you have for someone who's maybe planning events for their association? So you guys have been really successful with your events. Like you said, some of the best to everyone saying it's the best of the best. What do you think the future of events look like for associations?
Oh, for associations, I think it has been traditionally like a way of getting money for the associations and getting in touch with the members. But as I was saying, exactly in the same way associations have been communicating with the members, it's like treating them completely the same, all of them. And right now, the beauty of what is happening right now in society is that we are all different. And we need to be, and we want to be treated different, by the way. We want to feel important. We want to feel that the people know our name, our background, our interest for the future. And we want to feel that concept also as a consumer. So it's not going to change different as what we are expecting from associations. So to build successful events, we need to consider that. We need to consider that everyone that is attending has different needs, different perspectives, and need to feel that in the event and what's happening. And by the way, I think right now we are over-programming in many times events. So it's kind of a crazy situation where the people sometimes say, I'm not going to participate anymore. I'm getting 10 different interactions at the same time, and it is too much. So we need to design that. It must have a purpose. It must have an objective, a way of achieving that, a way of measuring the result also. So planning events is something serious.